Hey, what's up guys, Keaton here. So I have my holiday pants on, and I need to say I'm sorry. So I filmed this video about a month and a half ago with my friend Julien, and basically when I went to check back the audio, it sounded like a hairdryer. I kid you not, it was so bad, I don't know what to tell you. So I was able to work some magic on a few of the clips and actually fix the audio, and they're in this video. But today I'm going to be giving you guys the other iPhone 6s Plus review and just kind of cover some of the stuff that I haven't seen in other reviews and just overall tell you if you should buy one or not. So one thing I really love on the new 6s and 6s Plus is Touch ID. It is so freaking fast. It is such a big upgrade. I mean, do you like it?
I love it. I mean, I tried to do it side by side with my 6 and it was completely night and day. Sometimes the 6 wouldn't even work.
Yeah, he has a 6 Plus, by the way. I'll just sometimes refer to it as a 6 with my woes. But, yeah.
When people said it was too fast, I didn't believe them, and then I tried it, and it legit can be too fast. Like, I will tap the home button to see the time or my notifications, and it'll unlock, so.
Like, do you ever see your home screen? Like, I never, or your lock screen, like,
if I want to, I hit the side button, because I know it's a risk that it's just gonna unlock. Like, it's lightning fast.
Now, when Julien and I filmed this review, 3D Touch wasn't available on all the apps we really liked. It was on, obviously, all the Apple apps and the regular Twitter app and Instagram app. But for the most part, like, my home screen was really left out. So now that I'm filming this a few days to December, 3D Touch is all over my home screen. It is on a lot more of the apps that I really like, and maybe it's a good thing that the hairdryer came into play. But if you don't know what 3D Touch is, basically, if you press hard on an application, you're greeted with a list of actions you can do. So if you press hard on the camera app, you can take a selfie quickly. Boom. And if you do it on like Snapchat, for example, you can add some friends or chat with friends. And it's just kind of a quicker way to do stuff. At first, I didn't like this, Julien didn't like this, but when you force yourself to use it and kind of just are like, oh, fine, I gotta press hard to tweet or something like that, it makes a lot of sense. And it just speeds up like how you do things. Honestly, it's crazy. I know I'm talking crazy talk here, but I just felt a lot more efficient with it. And one of my favorite apps, Tweetbot, which is like the Twitter app I use. And if you're not following me on Twitter, boom, @Keaton, go follow me. I am super cool over there. But they just added 3D Touch, and now I can quickly tweet, send out some stuff, hit post, boom, I'm all set to go. And I just am really excited to see what this leads to, because I mean, like, this is kind of a game changer on the 6s Plus.
The camera is a huge improvement on the 6s Plus. I really feel like it looks a lot sharper. The camera it works quicker. You can take videos quicker, and obviously 4K is a nice bonus.
So you can only get optical image stabilization, which is a big deal, because if you're taking video and you're walking around, it's gonna look shaky if you're on a 6s, but if you have the 6s Plus, you have optical image stabilization, and that's kind of where you're covered. So that's just something to take note of, but I think the camera is a huge difference. It's like, you can actually see it in the photos, and like, I feel good sharing these photos. And the front-facing camera, dude, like, you're big into Snapchat. Like, you're big into Snapchat.
Sure. I think they realize that a lot of people use the front camera all the time for selfies, for whatever, and they upped it, and now it looks a lot better. It does not look shitty, even in low light.
Agreed. 4K on here is pretty cool. It's nice to have some new futuristic tech on the phone. I just think for the camera as a whole, like, I'm really happy with the front and the back. Another thing that we really liked on the 6s Plus was the battery life. So it's actually a smaller battery than the 6 Plus, and the 6s has a smaller battery than the 6, but surprisingly you get better battery life. So super cool there, but I was not actually able to get through a full day's worth of use. I had to charge my phone at least once, and I was charging around like 1 p.m. And it's really because I use my phone way too often. I'm crazy active on Snapchat. Add me if you're not. You can just scan the code. I take a lot of photos. I'm tweeting. I'm always watching videos. I am a heavy user. I get that. But if you're someone who doesn't have a problem like me, you're going to be totally all good. You'll get through a full day's worth of use. No problem. So I kind of took it to the extreme. What I did is I ended up strapping a battery pack to my iPhone 6s Plus. And I never really have to go sit down at a wall or really charge my phone because I always have it on the go. I'm doing a challenge with it right now. You're gonna see the video in like a week or so. But for the most part, I have like a week's worth of battery life. And I think that's like the best on any phone. Need some water. I need to hydrate my life. I need to hydrate my soul. Now this right here isn't one of those things I saw a huge difference in, but Julien saw a massive difference. and this was actually one of his favorite features, and that's the speed of the new iPhone 6s and 6s Plus. So on both the 6s and 6s Plus, there's an extra gigabyte of RAM. So what does this really mean? Basically, on the new phones, if you open up the Instagram app, you're working really hard on a photo, you got all the filters, the lighting added, it's gonna get a ton of likes, and you switch out of the app and go to respond to a text message, for example, and then go back to Instagram, your photo's gonna be there. All the changes that you wanted on there are still gonna be there. It's like you never really left it. Now, this was not a thing on the old 6 and 6 Plus. If you left the app and went to another app, to save memory, it would actually close out that application and you'd lose your hard work. So that's one of the things I saw a huge difference in on the new 6s Plus, and he did too. But other than that, I didn't really notice that big of a difference. That was just me. He saw a huge difference when he was switching between apps, when he was swiping, when he was just opening apps. I thought, a lot of that stuff was kind of the same. That's just me, but those are kind of just two different perspectives on what the S means in the 6s Plus. Now, for some stuff that we didn't like, it had to be the software. Me and Julian both hate the software on the new iPhones, and we just think it's really stale. There's not much they've done to iOS, I'd say, outside of iOS 7, which was on the 5S if you guys own that. So I've actually jailbroken my personal 6s Plus here. This is an iPhone 6, and I made some changes to my phone, since you can do that with jailbreaking, where the spotlight, it doesn't show up. And that's just really because I think spotlight is stupid. Now on the 6 here, I have spotlight enabled. So one of the things they added was a screen to the left for stuff you can do apparently. Like, I don't really even get it. And just some other stuff for software. I just think iOS is really stale. I've yet to see the cool wowing features. Yeah, 3D touch is awesome. Yeah, some of the cool hardware stuff is nice. But other than that, like, what makes this different? But yeah, I'm just kind of feeling like, yeah, I use an iPhone with boring software. I think we can all agree on this, even if you don't even like the iPhone. 16 gigabyte phones should just not be a thing. We're at a point in time where 4K videos start to become a thing. We're taking a lot of photos. The cool parts of each phone are taking up more storage. And Apple, I know you really want the money and stuff, but give us a 32 gigabyte as a minimum. That's what I used to do.
If I'm buying a phone for my mom or something, I would feel bad getting a 16 gig. And I'm not gonna get her a 64 gig. So
she ain't that she's not that special.
Yeah, so give me a better option. I feel like it's just Apple getting lazy.
That one feature alone, because before you got, you had the 6, so that was already implemented. But before, I would just get the 32 gig and be all happy. But now they're making me I just bought the 128 gigabyte.
I feel like
I've never done that.
If they come out with the iPhone 7 and it still offers the 16 gig, there is no excuse for that.
Yeah.
That should not happen.
Apple, if you're watching, iPhone 7, 32 gig minimum.
Apple watches your videos. I see them comment every time.
I'm gonna come find you if it's 16 gig. I'm gonna find you. And just one other thing on the iPhone that I hate and that Julian just cannot stand is live photos. So Apple made a really big deal about live photos. And basically, what a live photo is you just enable it up here. So when you take a picture, it takes an extra 1.5 seconds from the beginning before you took the picture and after you've taken the picture. So essentially you have a mini video, and this just really ruins the point, especially if you have the 16 gigabyte iPhone, which is still a thing. It just takes up a lot more storage, but I don't really get it. And the worst thing is, you can't even export it as a GIF. I said that right. Apparently it's not GIF. Let me know in the comments how you say it.
It's not a picture, it's not a GIF, it's not a video.
I think you meant to say GIF.
Oh, don't even start me on that.
If you could export it as a GIF, that'd be really cool. That's kind of just it. I don't find it useful. If I want to take a video, I'll take a video. I just think it's one of the dumbest features on the new iPhone. What were you thinking? So in the end, would Julian and myself recommend the iPhone 6s Plus? Yes, a lot of the good stuff outweighs a lot of the bad stuff, such as the camera. It is so noticeable and so awesome. The improved battery life is, it's there. You can tell it's there, unless you're a power user like me, which I know I have a problem. And then 3D touch has a lot of potential, and I really like it, and so does Julian. Now, some of the bad stuff, the 16 gig model, I don't know why that was even an idea. You have to spend a minimum of $399 just to get a real amount of storage on this phone, which isn't cool. And then live photos and other stuff, just what? But setting that aside, I think it's a good phone, and Julien feels the same. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, it'd be really sick if you could give it a thumbs up, and comment down below letting me know which phone you guys have. Subscribe if you're new, and also subscribe to Julien and check out his channel. He does some of the best vlogs on YouTube, and like, I really like his vlogs.
Thanks, man, I appreciate that. And
follow him on Snapchat too. He kills it on Snapchat, and you have the new iPhone, so
yes.
like,
I like to draw on Snapchat too.
It looks real good.
Yeah.
And follow me on Snapchat and Twitter as well. Thanks again, guys, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, Girl Scout.
Oh my God, peace out.
Peace out, Girl Scout. That's how you gotta do it.